Emily from Homemade Emily Jane. Today I'm going to share with you 7 Scrappy projects, kind of like a little quilty show and tell. If you want to see full tutorials and descriptions of every one of these projects, head to the website, homemadeemilyjane.com. I'll put a link to the exact post in the description below. Okay, let's get started. The first quilty Scrappy project I want to show you is a Scrappy sampler quilt. This is a baby size quilt using 12-inch blocks. A sampler quilt is a really great Scrappy option because each block is different to begin with. I made this quilt using my AccuQuilt Go fabric cutting machine as a way to test out some of the different block options from the 12-inch mix and match cube. As you can see, my dog Bo definitely approves. The second Scrappy project to show you is this amazing Scrappy zipper pouch. It's a bunch of 2.5-inch squares sewn together with this awesome zipper added and lined with another fabric as well. This was another project that I made using my AccuQuilt machine, and it took just a few minutes to cut up all those squares perfectly. Now you can see the quilty pouch in action. At first I was a little intimidated by the zipper, but my friend Eliane from Patchwork and Poodles has an awesome tutorial that made it not so scary. You'll see that I quilted the panels with 1/2-inch channel quilting, and I really love how the texture turned out. One neat thing you can do with really small scraps is Improv coasters. I made all 4 of these with scraps from a quilt that I recently finished, and then I backed them all with a similar matching print. Doing improv sewing like this is a great way to give your brain a break and not have to concern yourself with points matching up. I also love how these use up scraps of batting too. One really fun thing I love to do with scraps is make a quilt with them, obviously. This is a quilt pattern that I designed called Connector Quilt, and I made a Scrappy version. The Connector quilt pattern technically calls for 4 main colors, but I found that it works out really well if you combine 3 of the colors into one bunch and just use up scraps for all of those cuts. You can purchase the Connector quilt pattern as a PDF download from my online shop. Sometimes it's fun to have little gadgets and things that you make with fabric. I made this Keychain Chapstick Holder, and it's really nice to keep my chapstick handy. I just love making small little projects like this one. It uses just a couple small pieces of fabric, a 1-inch keyring, and a small piece of fusible fleece. One really fun thing you can make with scraps is a wall hanging, mini quilt, or pillow cover. This can be all 3. I added a backing here with an opening so that you can put a pillow in it. I have a full tutorial on how to make this one on my blog. I used 4 8-inch sawtooth star quilt blocks and added sashing. A mini quilt like this is also a great opportunity to try out a new quilting technique. This one features Baptist fan hand quilting with 8-weight thread. And finally, the 7th project that you can make with your scraps is a little orange-shaped pincushion. This quick and fun project uses just a little bit of fabric and doesn't take much time at all. I got the pattern from an organization called Orlando Sews, and it even comes with a video too. I love how the inside of the orange is stuffed with scraps as well. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing these Scrappy projects that I've made recently, and I hope you're inspired to make one for yourself. As a reminder, check out the description below to find the full blog post that links all of the different tutorials so that you can make one. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out homemadeemilyjane.com for lots more quilting tips and tricks.